I asked ChatGPT solve this equation.
Sure, the general quadratic equation is x squared plus bx plus c equals 0. To solve this, we use the quadratic formula.
But this answer is not complete. In that sense, it is incorrect. What is the correct answer for this equation? What did ChatGPT leave out? Let math travel into one of the most important keys to solving equations. ChatGPT gave the quadratic formula as the answer. Yes, right. For any quadratic equation, we can use it to find two solutions. But I asked again. I think your answer is not completely correct.
You're right to be critical. Let's double check and clarify everything carefully.
After reviewing, it still concluded its answer was correct and complete. ChatGPT completely overlooked one critical detail: the conditions on A, B, and C. You might think, aren't you being a little too picky? That's just a minor detail. But it is not the case. Checking the conditions is actually one of the most important steps in solving equations. The same goes for life. Depending on the values of A, B, and C, the entire nature of the equation and its solutions change. The quadratic formula doesn't apply in every case. It only works when A is not 0, meaning we truly have a quadratic equation. In that case, it doesn't matter what B and C are. The formula works, and we don't need to worry. What if A is 0? If A is 0, then the equation becomes bx plus c equals 0. That seems like a linear equation, right? Well, it depends on B. If B is not 0, then yes, it is a linear equation, and the solution is simply x equals minus c over b. Here, c can be any value. But if b is 0, the equation becomes simply c equals 0. Now, let's consider two scenarios. If c is not 0, we get c equals 0, which is false, so the equation has no solution. But if c is 0, then we get 0 is 0, which is always true no matter what x is. That means every real number is a solution. Let's break it down clearly. We need to break the equation down into 4 distinct cases. And each gives a different kind of solution. ChatGPT only looked at the first case, where A is not 0. But it completely skipped the other possibilities. That's why I said the answer wasn't complete. So, what do you think? Am I too picky? If you enjoyed math traveling, please subscribe for the next trip.